Hello, this is Dr. Linda Martinez-Louie. I'm the host of the Narcissist in Your Life podcast, a clinical expert on the narcissistic personality, a psychotherapist, and author. I help individuals who've been psychologically abused by predatory narcissistic personalities and have also suffered from childhood trauma. I analyze the intrapsychic structure of the family of origin and the individual through my books, international telephone consultations, and global podcasts. I put the emphasis on helping individuals to recover, heal, and evolve by accessing the parasympathetic body-mind systems and focusing on the restoration of the true, authentic self. I want to speak with you about divorcing an aggressive narcissist, winning the race your way. There are many different kinds of races. Some long, some short, some tedious, some very complicated. And I would say divorcing an aggressive narcissist kind of fills many bills with regard to those adjectives. I hold great esteem for those who have managed to free themselves from the aggressive narcissist and have won their races. There's a kind of embattlement that's connected with divorcing an aggressive narcissist. I hear from individuals who have gone and are going through this process, and they have told me that one of the most important things that you can do is to be prepared with knowledge. Knowledge is power. It always is, particularly in this case. Another aspect here is that you learn the discipline of daily self-care. That's an extremely important part of your winning your race. Now, you know the narcissistic individual who has frequent out-of-control rages against a spouse. In fact, the narcissist is often in a state of rage which bubbles beneath the surface. Of course, out of public view, volcanic rages can erupt at any time and be spewed upon the spouse. And these have very severe effects on the person who is on the receiving end of this. And after many years and decades of this kind of cruel treatment, you have made a decision to take the reins in your own hands and seek a divorce. There also can be a cruel back and forth that takes place. When you think an issue is settled with the narcissist, it reappears just when you have let down your guard and think you are psychologically safe. So throughout the years, there has been an experience of being whipsawed until you simply cannot bear it anymore. And that's why you have come to this decision. This is a decision you make for yourself as a valuable, unique, precious individual. Now, bottomless greed is an active part in many of the cases that I have observed with regard to divorcing an aggressive narcissist. There seems to be a need to decimate the spouse, in some cases financially, to the point where they're being squeezed and they absolutely are being treated completely unfairly. So make sure that you keep very good records about the community property, about your personal property and assets. It really will help you tremendously to keep written records of ownership of all the different assets and properties that are involved. Aggressive narcissists are infamous for making empty promises. They've been doing this all along during this non-marriage. But they really go into high gear when it comes to the divorce process. They always lie. They lie all the time, and they will not stop lying because you're divorcing them. They live in an insular, delusional world that they have created. Everything in this universe revolves around their possessing everything they want and desire. What I have also found is that spouses of aggressive narcissists are often outlawyered. So be sure that you choose an attorney who's an absolute expert on family law and has a very fine character and understands highly manipulative individuals. Because the other party, the narcissist, will choose barracuda-type attorneys who are highly aggressive just like they are. The narcissist also uses incessant psychological pressure to get the spouse to go into mediation or to sign a divorce agreement that is completely unfair, unjust, and harmful to the welfare of the other party. Some aggressive narcissists are sadistic and gain great pleasure out of dragging out the divorce process for inordinate periods of time. After all, they're not suffering excruciating psychological, financial, and emotional stress. They may be savoring what is going on. There are individuals like this who get a big kick out of the pain that they're inflicting on another individual. The other part of this is that since the narcissist does not have a conscience nor any real empathy, they feel justified as you become, in quotes, the enemy. And you are then labeled as crazy, unhinged, unstable, delusional, adversarial, demented, disturbed. The multiple cruelties and betrayals perpetrated by the aggressive narcissist cannot be overstated. Unmasking the true nature of the aggressive narcissist is an exceedingly important part of your pathway to recovering and restoring your strong sense of self. And know that you have control over this process of the divorce. As you move through the process, the aggressive narcissist, remember to always put yourself first. An essential part of this is interviewing several attorneys who are experts in family law and who fight for you as your advocate throughout the entire process. They're there for the long race. And you need to pace yourself also. There's a tremendous amount, this is so difficult, but there's a tremendous amount of discipline that's required as you move through the different stages of the divorce. You must have an attorney that you can count on. That's something where I get feedback quite often. So about individuals who are on the receiving end of the divorce or really that are married to these aggressive narcissists, and they tend not to pay close attention to their intuition about whom their prospective attorney is going to be. So you can be very clear that there's some professionals that may be very good, but they're not an excellent pairing with you as your advocate. So keep that in mind, and you will know when this is the person with whom you can work. Put the emphasis each day on your psychological, emotional, physical, and spiritual welfare. by doing practices that keep you healthy and thriving. Sleep is sacred and essential to maintaining your very strong body-mind systems and maximizing your mental, emotional, and psychological well-being. These are tough things to do when you're under this level of duress, but be as disciplined as you can. Another very important aspect is eating natural, nutritious foods that keep you feeling healthy, strong, whole, with tremendous vitality. Move and exercise your way. This will help your sense of resilience and energy. And find a few individuals whom you trust, even one who will help you go the long distance race. Try to find a way to quiet your mind, thoughts and feelings. This can be a form of meditation, prayer, keeping your mind and body balanced, strong, and calm. For some individuals, meditation can be spending time in nature, even in the smaller ways that put you in the restorative, healing part of the body-mind systems, the parasympathetic. Pay close attention to the messages that you receive from your intuition, which is the source of all truth. Intuition is so powerful, and it comes in these magnificent waves of knowing. Don't let anyone talk you out of your keen perceptions that you receive through your intuitions. Know that you're moving along your own unique pathway. You have been looking all along for the one that leads to freedom and the original creative self. You have won your race, and you are free to use all your unique creative gifts and energies. Give yourself tremendous credit for doing all of this. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Healing After the Narcissist, and go to my website, thenarcissistinyourlife.com. You will receive 2 chapters from my book, Recovering and Healing After the Narcissist, by simply filling out the contact form there with your email. You can click on that form and you'll receive an immediate PDF of those chapters. Purchase my books through Amazon. Sign up on the contact form also on the website for a telephone consultation. I really appreciate the time that we spend sharing these podcasts, and I look forward to speaking with you very soon.